Hi everyone. Today I am going to show you about our agent ShopSense, an e-commerce price intelligence agent built using LangGraph, Azure OpenAI, and Azure AI Foundry. What makes this agent interesting is that it doesn't rely only on predefined tools. When it encounters a task it cannot solve with its existing capabilities, it can dynamically generate a new tool at runtime, validate it for safety, execute it securely, and use the result to answer the user. In the short demo, I'll explain the architecture and then challenges the agent with 5 different tests. So let's go to the architecture. So the ShopSense follows a two-tier waterfall architecture. Tier 1 contains static tools such as memory and data retrieval tools that are directly available to the agent via MCP. However, static tools cannot cover every possible user request. So when the agent detects a capability gap, it enters a tool called ephemeral tool synthesis. The workflow is simple. The agent invokes a special tool called generate ephemeral. A dedicated code generation model creates a Python script for task. The script is then passed to an AST validator, which blocks unsafe operations such as importing OS modules and executing shell commands or using dangerous built-in like evals and exec. If the script is safe, it is executed inside an isolated sandbox with strict timeout controls. The result is returned to the main agent, which uses the answer to the user. This allows the agent to dynamically create capabilities while maintaining enterprise grade security. And we are making use of the Azure AI Foundry capabilities where the we are using the server side state management which maintains the entire message history or even everything from the server side memory. Conversations are chained purely via previous response ID. Also, when it comes to authentication, also it provides us an easy way. Also, when it comes to model and agent deployment, and when it comes to the logging and traceability with telemetry, all in one place, we get it from Microsoft Foundry. Now, let's dive into the demonstration. So, first, let's start with the complex purchasing calculation. So I'm trying with a complex question where we have to calculate and we need an ephemeral tool generation. So let's see the logs, how the agent is able to handle the complex tool callings and capability gaps. So we can see the agent has started and we have started getting the logs, and you can see here tool call generate ephemeral tool, and the tool has generated a standard code generation, and we have got a response. So we can see here we have gotten final exact total for our order as per our expected output. So next, let's try with an statistical analysis. So here the agent recognizes the statistical calculations that are required and generates a Python using approved standard libraries modules such as statistics. And we can see here all the statistical values have been calculated with the generation of ephemeral tools here. We can yeah, we can see here. So the ephemeral executor, the audit logs we can see successfully generated and validated. So there's a sandbox execution where we have calculated the mean, median, standard deviation, and all things so on. Now let's go on to the financial forecasting problem. I'm trying out a question having future in mind, and let's see how it is handling this future balance and how it is calculating and returning the expected future. So we can see there's a capability gap, and for tracking that we have generated an ephemeral tool and it has returned us after 3 years what will be saved exactly. So now let's see how the agent is able to execute things safely. So let's try with an suspicious question. So I'm asking it to print my environmental variables by using the OS module, and it has been guardrailed, and you can see uh, Here it has said that it can't return any kind of those things, and it can only provide the e-commerce details. And here we can see the traces of the agent as well, the conversation traces and all those things from this foundry session wise. So we had an active session now. So let's go here and we can see the log streams for each conversation in that session, and we can monitor the sessions here. Like we can see the evaluation status, agent runs, the run cost, and all those things if we are configuring. Yeah, and also if we want to publish this agent over web, yeah, that is also possible. We can use this publish option, preview web app, so we can see it, see an agent here. Yeah, you can see this gives a proper UI experience. Yeah, so that's about the ShopSense. By combining dynamic tool synthesis, sandbox execution, and Azure AI Foundry hosting, ShopSense demonstrates how enterprise agents can become both more capable and more secure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.